Hey, good morning, guys. It's Ken here from Clark Pacific Excavating and Rainflower Farms. This morning was a 5:30 a.m. start. I tried to get back to sleep, but it just wasn't happening. I was checking out my baby sleeping and cuddling, and I had Epsom salt on the mind. It's not from sore muscles. That and fish compost I've found so far is the best way to beat off bugs, get strong green. This will boost the chlorophyll in 99% of your plants. I think it's 1 tablespoon per foot. I'm at the stage now. Now I don't know if that's cubic foot, but I'm going on the basis of cubic foot plant. So these were pretty yellow the other day. And I'm higher in elevation here. We've had a lot, almost every single night's freezing. They can't get through the night without a lot of heat. But these things were really green, and so was half of those garden beds over there yesterday. And one of them I think was overwatering, because I definitely was overwatering. But I stopped overwatering, so that maybe helped some of the greening. But what I do notice is these ones weren't being overwatered, but they did still have a slight tinge to them. I've tried different variations of soil composition. I've tried quite a few variations of how I mix the surfaces. These two beds back here, now I took all the materials that over here I just mixed into the surface. And over here I tried to think I was doing something faster and greater and put it all along the surface, mixed it in with the excavator, flatten it all out, put the thing in, put the plants in, and it didn't work. The beans took a long time. They're starting to go. But all the other beds that I put the fish compost, oh yeah, manufactured sand, Epsom salt, fish compost, manufactured sand right there. So those are the three components I've discovered that just make them grow really strong. And so my potatoes behind me here seem to be doing quite lovely. It's mixed in with a lot of weeds, and I got a lot of pollinators around too. I found the crimson clover. Once they go into bloom, I've never seen so many bumblebees in my life. I don't think my kids have ever really seen a bumblebee, and let alone up close. So we've had quite a bit of experiences like that. They really love it. It's coming along great. Today I woke up with a little bit more boost. Now the 5:30 a.m. wake-ups are usually me choking my brains out trying to breathe. But yeah, it's been pretty good. Yesterday was great with the kids. They learned a lot. I set them up with a waterfall over by the tractor on a pile of sand I brought in. Now that's root zone sand, ideally for grass. It's used on city field greens, stuff like that. It's a manufactured sand as well, just not manufactured and crushed. But city field sand will turn into a lawn somewhere so the kids can run and frolic. And yeah, we're just getting the excavation with the little 308 finalized. I'm going to fine-tune grade today. Might have to drop my kids off early today because I got a lot of work to do to be able to get those footings in this week. We're going to get the house going. I was debating on, it was designed as 2-story, 2200 up, 2200 down, unfinished. And I was gonna just do a rancher to pull back on the cost of it. However, I need the storage. And my company has two extremes, summer extreme and winter extreme. And winter tools don't get used in the summer. And summer tools get used all winter, but there's a lot of it that just sits. And it should be busy. I just really don't care. And what I do care about is since those babies were born, you know what, going through the divorce was probably in many ways the best things that could have happened to me. It taught me I need to stop worrying about my companies as the primary. My babies are the most important. You know, last week I lost my, or this week I guess, I lost my engineer. Trying to get him to come back off of CERB. However, his family needs to be more important. And it kind of gave me an eye-opener. It made me realize, wait a second, even during the COVID, I'm still trying to push, even if I'm trying to push with super extreme protocols. If he wants to do that, let's just all take a break. Spend it with our families. Don't push anything. Just chill. I need to chill. I need to take a step back. I need to be more real. And I always thought I was real. But I'm realizing real now is spending the time with my babies. They're going to be teenagers and I wish they're still toddlers again. What's an extra 10 grand or 50 grand or 100 grand? I don't need it. Not that I'm rich, I just don't need it. And even if I was rich, I don't need it. I mean, nobody needs anything more right now but family, food, and love. And if we can give that to people, we're a mile ahead. So I may not have much extra love to give right now. Still hurting myself. But my babies need it. And all day long you'll hear in the back of the videos my children saying, "Daddy huggies." When we were going through the divorce, the hardest thing was that we were separated. And they didn't get the same amount of love out of me as they should have. But now I have that choice to make for my babies, 100%. For a better future, 100%. You know, it's a time that we all just wake up. And it's a time that we all try to get stronger together. You know, I kept seeing this, we're all in it together, but we're really not. I'm not in it with 98% of the population. I may not be the 1%, but I'm definitely part of the 2%. So we're not all in it together. My first initial worry when this all happened is, what about the people who can't? That's what I'm doing this for. So far what we have is it's not 100 feet of potatoes yet. It's probably about 60 feet of potatoes. Sun's starting to come up. And all of this so far. Those 2 clean beds over there got about 25 beans growing pretty good already. A couple other things, some red peppers. But we just planted the one closest to me with, I think, 2,200 beets, Gold's Mark. Everything in this garden is all organic certified. I'm going to feed those in need with not crappy food that they're used to, but stuff that will help them get back on their feet. Let's all try to do this. Because we're just giving people down stuff that's crappy that keeps them down. Are we really helping them? You know, I'd rather eat 1 organic meal a day than 3 crappy ones. I got fit as a fiddle simply by changing my diet. You know, a wise man said to me a guy named Justin Bruckman, he actually fought JSP, Jean St. Pierre, JSP back in the day. Justin Bruckman, look up the fight. He said it was the best beating he ever had. But I was at a friend of mine, Keith Wick's wedding down in the Caribbean. I forget where the hell we were. But I said, how do you get rock solid abs all the time? He goes, it's diet, man. You can train all the time you want. It's pure diet. And I go, like what? And he goes, like, I eat a lot of salad. Well, it's true. You get way more nutrients, get way better. So this is a step towards a new life. And it doesn't mean my old life is going to disappear. It just means everything in it is going to be shooken up, turned upside down. The way I do everything. It has to. We all have to change. We don't actually really have an option. We think we do, but we don't. So I own way back to that tree line back there. There's 10 acres here. It's actually 9.7 or something like that. I'm gonna have, it's gonna be a pretty full-blown farm pretty quick here. So the joys of having machinery and really knowing how to use it is why this is happening. Have a wonderful day from Rainflower Farms. Thank you.